Welcome back to Eatrigue, where this week I've challenged myself to turn vegan for an entire week. We're 5 days in, which means only 2 days to go, and so far I've had limited success.
I've basically made chickpea slop. Look at the state of that.
But as the week draws to an end, I push the limits of vegan cheese,
Almost like glue.
find out if a Sunday roast can still be enjoyable without meat,
Tastes like chicken.
and discover a meat alternative that is oh so close to the real thing.
That's so weird.
It's day 6. Trying almond milk in my tea today. Tastes a bit almondy. Not sure if I enjoy it. I'll give it another few goes and I'll see. But today's breakfast is just cheese on toast. I'm going to eat it with the Applewood vegan cheese, which supposedly melts beautifully, but which we found out obviously didn't work on a burger. So I'm going to try this with more direct heat and see how it works. I want to give it a chance. I want to give it a chance to prove its claim. I think its claim that it melts is corroborated. It has melted a lot better than it did on the burger, and actually you would have saw it even bubbling quite heavily in the grill. Let's try this though. Oh yeah, that's so much better, and you can just see that. Definitely melts more beautifully than it did before. It's really, really stodgy though. It's like almost like glue sticking to the roof of my mouth. So I suppose maybe it has its uses in some things, possibly not as cheese on toast. Maybe it's a topping on like a shepherd's pie or something similar like that. Flavour is good. I just think it's too claggy. That's what it is. Too claggy. So this is what I'm having for lunch. Some Itsu stuff. I used to go to Itsu all the time when I lived in London. Don't get Itsu's around here, unfortunately. But I do frozen ready meal type stuff, which is great. So we've got some vegetable bao buns, which are basically steamed buns with a vegetable filling. I thought it might have a special name, it's just called a filling. And then we've got some gyozas, which are basically dumplings with a vegetable filling as well. I've had the bao buns before, but I've had the chicken version. They're really simple. All you do is stick them in the microwave for like 40 seconds each, and they're perfectly fluffy and amazing and awesome. Whereas these are new to me. A couple of different ways you can cook it. The recommended version is steam them over a pan of water for 6 minutes. Or, this is the way I'm going to do it, because it describes it as authentic Japanese style. You basically fry them for a little bit, put a bit of water in, cover it, and then eat them. And then there's like a sauce in here as well, I think. But yeah, anyway, so let's start with the bao buns. This is what they look like when they're uncooked. So basically, you take one of these bags that is supplied with the packet, stick it in there, fold it over, and then you microwave that for 40 seconds. That looks amazing. Ow, that is warm. Let's give it a taste. Oh, warm. That is so delicious. So now for the gyozas. Okay, so the first instruction on this is to heat up a pan of oil, add the gyozas, and then cook for 4 minutes. So, and then let's get our lovely gyozas, and we'll add those in. So now this next instruction kind of concerns me. It says to add in a little bit of water. Now adding water to oil, never a good idea, so I'm going to do this very gently. That was fun. Then we just leave that to steam for 4 minutes. Yeah, 4 minutes until all the water evaporates. Okay, that's about time. Take it off the heat. I'm going to carefully open this. So it comes with this dipping sauce, which I've already put into these little bowls. And then, of course, because this is Chinese food, you must use it with chopstick. That's the rule. There we go. One gyoza. Alright, let's stick it in the sauce. Give this a go. Oh, that's warm. It's nice. It's just too hot. So what does it actually contain? I can definitely taste bean sprout. It's carrot, leek, spring onion, white onion and cabbage. So maybe I can't taste bean sprout, maybe I'm just tasting other stuff that kind of is like that. I would happily have these again. I don't think they're as good as the bao buns though, they are much tastier. Okay, so it's Sunday evening now, and in our house that means it's time for a roast dinner. Now, I know what you're about to say, roast dinner is for Sunday lunch. For most people, maybe, yeah, but in our house we tend to have it in the evening rather than lunchtime. It's just the way we do it. Just don't judge me on it. It's my own personal preference, it's fine. But of course, we can't have our roast meat. Normally I go for like a beef or a lamb, occasionally a chicken, or pork. I really love the pork as well. But of course can't have any of that. And so today I picked up this Linda McCartney's vegetarian chicken roast. So there's obviously some kind of chicken replacement product which they've merged into some sort of roast dinner type situation. Not quite sure what to make of this. Anytime I've had in the past sort of fake chicken, it's always been a bit hit and miss. So, but apparently, you know, Linda McCartney, they've been around for years making vegan and vegetarian stuff, so you would hope that they've got some good stuff, right? Right? Anyway, so this doesn't take as long to cook as a regular roast. It does 1 hour and 10 minutes, or 45 if you're in a fan oven like I am, so that's interesting. Okay, let's take a look at the inside. Wow! It just looks like a giant Weetabix. Oh, that is hilarious. Look at that. What? Okay. That has cracked me up. Oh, anyway. So I'm going to cook that in the oven. Thankfully, all of the other things that I normally have with a Sunday roast are vegan anyway. So roast potatoes, carrots, peas. Obviously we're amending the gravy. We normally cook gravy in the juices of whatever meat we've cooked. Can't do that, so I'll just make my own onion gravy, which I have it's my own recipe, adapted from all kinds of things. It changes every time. Maybe one day I'll tell you how to make it, because I'm not doing that now, it's too complicated. But yeah, so let's get this in the oven and see how it tastes. Okay, so just put it on a tray and get it in there. Potatoes already there. Cool. And now I'll just take 45 minutes. Great, so that's in the oven roasting away. I just wanted to show you the pudding we're having as well with this, because you need pudding after Sunday lunch. Yes, you have a lot of food, but you also need a pudding. So we're having vegan sticky toffee pudding by Wicked Kitchen. So you just cook this in the oven for 30 minutes and get it out. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Fresh out of the oven. Kind of looks a bit like a cake. Which is a bit weird. Okay, just need to leave that to stand for 5 minutes, and then we take it out of these its container and carve it up. So it says first of all run your knife around the edge just to make sure it doesn't stick, which it's not going to, and then flip it out. It's so anemic looking on the inside. I mean, it doesn't quite look cooked. It looks better on the top. Just flip that back around and yeah, that side looks much better, doesn't it? Yeah. Let's carve this up then. Well, it kind of looks more like a meat loaf, sort of when you mix up, you know, like a mince or something and make that type of stuff. Well, let's serve that up then. Some gorgeous, freshly cooked roast potatoes, straight out of the oven. A good amount of stuffing. This is just Paxo stuff, pre-packaged. Our vegetables today are carrots and peas. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I cook a roast dinner with vegan chicken. There we go. It looks odd, doesn't it? It almost looks like a cake or a meatloaf
or a chicken pie, but without the gooiness.
Or a form of stuffing.
Yeah.
It's like we've got two stuffings on the plate.
Okay.
I'm going to try it first of all without the gravy because I think that will cloud any flavour.
Cheers. First of all, cheers.
Oh, yeah, good idea. Cheers.
Cheers.
Tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
Definitely doesn't feel like chicken, but it's got the flavour.
It's like minced chicken. I had no hand in this gravy, but it looks yummy. Oh, shit.
Oh, is that there's a skin formed.
Yeah. I mean, this is a roast dinner and it's tasty, so...
And the chicken roast portion of it. I think once you've got all the other stuff on it, like the gravy, flavour is good. For me, it's not as enjoyable as the real thing.
Well, that's because you're not planning to become a vegan tomorrow.
I am tomorrow.
I mean tomorrow,
Yeah.
the day after tomorrow. What I'm happy with is it doesn't taste like pea.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't even look what it's made out of. Maybe grab the packet and find out. Okay, so it's 61% textured soya protein, and then onion puree, and then more soya protein. This is fine as a product. If it wasn't pretending to be chicken, I would probably be giving it praise.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's very tasty.
Okay, well let's scoff this, because we've got pudding afterwards.
Pudding! Oh wow.
How awesome is that?
Okay, we just...
Yeah, I ain't going to bother portion this out. I think we're just going to dive right in, yeah?
Yeah.
It's probably going to be quite warm.
It's going to take a while to eat this because it's so warm.
Well, I'm not expecting to finish it. This is probably like 4 people's worth of pudding here. That sauce is amazing. What does sticky topping normally have in it that makes it not vegan?
I don't know, dates, but...
Dates are plants.
Yeah.
Is it like milk or egg? Maybe egg, because it's a cake.
Maybe it's egg, yeah, because it's a cake.
Yeah, that's what it'll be. I'm really enjoying this.
I mean, I could totally see us finishing this tonight.
Well, you finished the ice cream last night.
That is true, I did.
Off camera.
I was tired and I didn't want to get... Because you were going to tell me to put it back in the freezer.
Oh, it was my fault.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
You know, I've had a lot of Wicked products in my life. And their attention to detail and taste, flavour, is just really, really good. They're always bang on.
Yeah, I've not had a bad product from them actually. No. I want to watch some telly now. Right. See you tomorrow. Final day. Okay, for the final day, let's go and basic. I've got some soya vanilla flavoured yoghurt here. This yoghurt is actually so much better than the other stuff. This actually looks like proper yoghurt. It's not a lump, it's actually gloopy, which is great. So I've got some fruit in my yoghurt here. I'm just going to drizzle over some maple syrup. Let's see how that tastes. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. That is so much better than the other yoghurt. I can actually get behind this one. Alright, it's time to start my day and my final day as a vegan. For today's lunch, I'm just going to make some sort of random wrap thing using a bunch of leftover stuff from the week. Yeah, this is just completely off the cuff, my own recipe, not following any actual recipe. So I'm sort of taking inspiration from things that I've had during the week. So let's put the yogurt in here with the tahini, which is what we had with the falafel. I had so much trouble mixing this up that I'm now going to actually use the referral, because that's a word. Hopefully it will actually work. Whilst the wraps are warming up, chop up some veg, tomato, onion, cucumber and a bit of lettuce. Mix all that together almost like a little salsa. Then I'll throw in some herbs. This mint's looking a bit sad, but it's fine. Add a bit of freshness. Parsley. Fresh coriander from my plant on the window. Chop all this up and throw that in as well. And a bit of lemon, which I had left over. To bind that together, I'll throw a bit of tomato paste in there. And just toss that all in together. So I'll add a bit of lettuce as well. Let's start with the tahini sauce. A nice dollop of that on there. And then I'm going to throw in, for our protein, some of last night's leftover chicken roast. So this is instead of the falafel that we had. A little bit of that on there. It's feeling really stodgy this morning actually. It was hot and fresh. It was nicer. Maybe I should have heated this up. Yeah, let's do that. Let's heat that up. Yep. Throw some of that on now. Let's throw in a bit of lettuce next. This delicious salsa. And of course, sriracha. And just roll them up. Haha. Chicken vegetable wrap. Pretty good. Lovely and fresh. I'm a genius. For the final meal of the week, I am having a stir fry. It's a chicken stir fry using what the cluck from the vegetarian butcher, which is basically fake chicken pieces. And out of all of the things I've eaten this week, this is the thing that most looks like actual meat. Let's see if I can get this open and see what it smells like. Okay, well, it does have a familiar smell to it. Can't really place what it is though. You know what it is? Soy sauce. Very light flavoured soy sauce. Which I suppose makes sense, this is made from soybeans. So there's actually not that much ingredients in this, it's just soy structure 88%, which is water and soy proteins, then natural flavouring, sunflower oil, salt and vitamin B12. So I'm just going to stir fry this up with some pre-packed stir fry veg that I bought. It's just a mushroom one. I could just prepare my own stir fry, but I just prefer buying these things because, well, it's just easier, isn't it? And then we're going to have it with a chow mein sauce. This is one of the only sauces we found in Asda alongside the stir fry veg. This is actually vegan. Some of the other stuff is only vegetarian. It contains like egg and other things which is not suitable for vegans. So yeah, let's get cooking and see what it tastes like. Of course, we've got a nice hot pan. That feels like it should be hot enough. So I'm just going to cook this like I would regular chicken, which is firstly with the chicken pieces for 2 minutes to brown it, and then I'll throw in the rest of the veg and a bit of sauce. first impressions, smells very much like soy sauce. I'm actually thinking that because of that, this might actually go well in the stir fry. Because when I'm not using like a packet sauce like this, I will just often just throw in a bit of soy sauce, a bit of other flavours, maybe some honey or something like that. It seems like this has already got it, so I felt like if I was to put actual soy sauce in it, it would just overpower it with soy flavour. Although of course chow mein, reading the packet, is 8% soy sauce. So, meh. We're going to get a soy kind of flavour to this, I reckon. You can see that that's starting to get brown now, so I think it's time to throw in the vegetables. So just add the sauce in now, heat the sauce through, and then we'll be ready to eat. Just grab a serving spoon and just scoop that into our bowls. And there you go, one stir fry with chicken. Alright, let's eat it while it's hot. There you go, my sweet.
Thanks, babe.
One chicken stir fry.
That looks like chicken.
I know.
That's so weird.
Out of all the things I've had, this is the one thing that looks the most like meat.
Oh, awesome. Cheers.
Cheers. Let's try the actual chicken first.
Kind of textured okay.
Yeah, it's almost got a texture of chicken. It's a bit tougher. It's almost like overcooked tough chicken.
It has a slight aftertaste.
It's probably the soya. It's made from soy protein.
Yeah. That's very interesting. I mean, look at the striations on there. That's really awesome.
And it tastes fine as well, actually.
Yeah. This works well in a stir fry. Maybe because you kind of have soy sauce in a stir fry anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's the one thing my first thought was, it smelled of soy. When I opened it, it was like a very light soy sauce type smell. I suppose that's one way to end the week on a very successful meat alternative. That's another one we could potentially buy again.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just being quiet and eating here because it's quite yummy.
It's always a good sign when people aren't talking whilst they're eating. It means it's nice food. So this week has been pretty successful. Well, there's sort of been ups and downs and good and bad. Not bad, but sort of less good than good.
I get that. I think textures were an issue. Flavour, I think the world has got very good at making vegan alternatives taste really good. Not necessarily like the thing that they're portraying, but like those burgers we had.
Amazing.
I mean, I'd have those again.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Even in a vegan brioche bun, because that bun was good.
And yeah, I've stuck to the diet completely.
Yeah, you've been good.
You've been a bit on and off.
Bit off.
But you know, I thought of something earlier today. We've been drinking a lot of wine this week. I haven't checked if any of it is vegan.
Oh, that's a problem. Because I think most wine is not vegan.
Yeah. Does that mean I failed? I was so close! I mean, when you think of wine, you think, oh, it's grape juice. Fermented grape juice. But then there's other things they put in it which are not fully plant-based.
Yeah.
This has been a great week of discovery. I've been really interested in looking at new ways of cooking and alternative options and stuff. But I do tell you one thing. I am really looking forward to having a fried egg tomorrow morning.
We do still have 4 different types of milk in the fridge.
Yeah. I'm not too unhappy about that.
No.
I mean, I don't really like the almond milk. You can have the almond milk. But the soya and the
Coconut?
oat. I want the coconut. Yeah, I didn't even try the coconut yet.
It's interesting. It makes your tea taste like Malibu.
Malibu tea.
It's a very interesting experience. I haven't been unhappy this whole week. First of all, you've cooked for me 3 meals a day for 7 days in a row. Like, yes, please.
Oh yeah, that's the point. I have no idea what we're eating for the next few days for that. But whatever it is, you're cooking it.
But then you're doing all the dishes.
I've done half the dishes. That's
Yeah.
how I'm ending the segment. You're cooking for the next few days.
Fine. was fun.
It was fun. Yeah, found some interesting foods in there. Some really good stuff. Some not quite so good stuff.
I mean, yeah, the cheese guys need some work.
Yeah, there's actually a few things that we didn't actually get a chance to try as well.
Yeah.
Actually got them in here. We've got some chocolates.
Ooh.
So we bought these with about on like day 6, and just completely forgot to actually showcase them. So
Whoops.
so we're going to try those in a little bit as well. But yeah, what was your favourite meal?
My favourites, when I think texture-wise and flavour-wise, was that burger.
The burger. It was incredible.
That was incredible. I mean, I'll have that again.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
And I think it was because the flavour of the burger itself was great, and also it wasn't. I don't think it was pretending to be meat.
It wasn't faking it. It was just a plant-based burger. Your toasted cheese was not good.
It tasted. Well, it tasted fine, but it had the texture of like glue on the top.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. It was like smooth, smoother than smooth peanut butter.
Yeah.
It's like claggy
It
on your
literally felt like I was
Yeah.
eating wallpaper paste. It was
teeth. Yeah.
awful.
I gotta say, this week has opened my eyes with regards to being more aware of plant-based foods. Like, we went shopping the other day and I found this coconut collab passion fruit and mango yogurt, and I was just like, yeah, I want to try that. And because the flavour sounds amazing. Whereas before I would have been like, yeah, but do I really want coconut yogurt? It's just not the real thing. But now I'm like, yeah, sounds great. Let's try it.
Yeah, and I think this is going to sort of turn us into meat reducers. We're not going to turn vegan after this. I kind of feel like the meat alternatives are trying too hard and not quite getting there. Like the ones that are actually pretended to be meat. The ones that are a substitute.
That's different.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're not trying so hard. But the ones that are like, oh, this is like bacon. It's like, well,
this is like chicken.
Is it though? Is it really?
Yeah. The one thing I'm definitely going to keep up though is cow's milk.
Yeah.
The very first cup of tea I had after I finished the challenge, it was like going home, you know. Oh well, should we try some chocolate?
Let's try some chocolate.
Should we start with the Cadbury one first?
Yes.
Cadbury Plant Bar with almonds, salted caramel. Well, it just smells like normal Cadbury chocolate actually.
It smells like chocolate.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, I like that.
If I didn't know that was vegan, I wouldn't have said. Nice one, Cadbury's. Tastes like Cadbury's.
Yeah. I wonder if Galaxy tastes like Galaxy.
Now, my vegan friends tell me that this is the best chocolate in the world.
Okay, well, it doesn't smell like chocolate, this one.
Oh. Yeah, weird. Cheers.
Cheers. A lot saltier.
Mm-hmm.
Proper big flakes of sea salt in there.
Really tasty and smooth.
I've got to say that I think I prefer the Cadbury's.
I think you like the Cadbury's more because it doesn't deviate from the Cadbury's flavour.
No.
But to be honest, those are both good chocolates.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be unhappy if you gave me that.
No, not at all.
But you know, I have to choose a favourite.
I know. That's just in your nature. But I want both. Okay, I want both.
Well, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. I've got some more challenges coming up in the future, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of those. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. Got all these new links down here, so make sure you go and click on those buttons, and we'll see you again next time. See you back to Cadbury's first.
Only because it was closer.